EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
At the Titans' 40-yard line.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They go play action. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Again, it's Henry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Throwing is Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Henry. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cockrell holds it in left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. On play action, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Duvernay in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
A pass caught by Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, here's Henry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
2nd and 5. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Dillon is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Play fake. Cousins. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On third down, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. And they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Cardinals 14.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Connects with Duvernay.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.